Mikel Brown is probably one of the smartest high school basketball players right now. He's going to college next year and he's absolutely going to be ready. This is the separator between stars and just good players. This is going to be an IQ test. Get your notepad out and watch all our tests repeatedly for pattern recognition. In this video, we're going to be looking at Mikel Brown playing in his last year as a senior, and we're going to really break down everything, every decision that he made, and we're going to grade it. We're going to see what he could have did better. You see two people coming at him. What should he automatically do right about now? Now, if you guys didn't pick this decision, this is a very simple play. You're probably going to be in trouble when it comes to press. He over dribbles. A pass could have been out of his hands already. Now, when you don't make the right decision, it kind of can come back to you. And then you see him overthrow this pass. He had to make a one-handed pass across his body just to get it to him when he could have made the simple decision here. Now, this is something a lot of people fail at. What direction should this big go in this situation on a drive? Now, a lot of players struggle with this because they don't have the knowledge to make good decisions quickly, but the left side is clearly open. The corner guy is hugging, so he goes left, he attacks. Now, what decision should he make now? He drove on the right side, he attacked, he did a great job on his rim attack. Now, where should he pass it? And he decides to pass a corner, which was a perfect decision. Obviously, this video is mostly about Mikel Brown, but I just thought that was a really good viewpoint at a great read. Now, we could watch this play right here. The big loses the ball slightly. Now, where should this ball go now? He still's going to have the ability to grab the ball. How should he handle this situation here? Now, if you guys have seen a lot of bigs, you've seen them make this mistake again and again, and this is the reason they don't get post-ups. He goes up for it. Obviously, he gets blocked. Now, what was the correct decision? Looking opposite and hitting one of these guys, a corner guy and a wing guy. Bigs need to look opposite more often when they have more than one person on you, and you're not a guy who could just dunk over 3 people consistently. We're looking for passers that can play the big position as well. Now, what should Mikel Brown do right here? Where should he move to? The ball is underneath the basket. There's an opportunity for him. And right here, he really takes advantage. Whenever the ball is underneath the basket, a lot of times you're going to be able to cut corner and it's going to be open. Finding the empty space off of rebounds or when the ball is underneath the basket is huge. Now, what direction should he drive right here? Now, think about it. See the help. Now, moving without the ball, especially for a point guard, is very impressive. And you can see him right here. He immediately notices that the right side is wide open. The big is sagging too much. So what does that mean, kids, when you see a big underneath the basket too much? Time for a floater. It hits it perfectly on time. Perfect shot and a great read there. Easy 2 points. Now, this play is not necessarily a mistake from the point guard, but you see the big comes down, gets beat by number 11 off the glass. Then he comes down, makes a great play, dunks the ball. Now, this is when it becomes the point guard's fault. He throws him the ball again. Now, he knows he's not comfortable in these situations, but what finish should the big have done here? He does a layup right here, really soft. What should he have done? Now, the answer is a 2-foot finish going into the big. That would have been a foul or and one. Now, similar situation here. He's open for this cut to maybe figure out a way to finish. Look at where he catches it. Now, what should he do here? Now, a lot of you guys are going to say, make the simple pass. Don't go up. You got a shot blocker there. But this could have easily been a finish. Let's really talk about it and let's break down some film for you. This is Steph Curry in similar situations against bigs. Notice how he goes off either 1 foot and goes right into the contact of the big. I would like to see Mikel specifically try to attack bigs more and try to finish and get to the free throw line. Once again, he's not scared of the big. He gets him off his feet, going off 2 feet strong. Mikel and a lot of other kids struggle with physicality off 2 feet. But you guys need to check out our website if you want to get better now. We do a ton of services. You're looking at our website right now. We have great testimonials from college players, guys who playing overseas now. But you can check out our one-on-one coaching. It's a really good underrated service that we offer. We break down your film, give you a general plan that you need to attack based on your ability. It's our most in-depth service that we have. You guys should really take the time to check that out. We try to stay as open as possible to help as many players as possible. Now, our ebook library, we have one out now. We have another one coming out in a week that should really help kids have foundational workouts, and we'll add more as time goes on. This is our best-selling services, our evaluations. We have a basic video evaluation. It's pretty simple. We give you everything that you're going to need to really know yourself. I definitely would suggest a lot of people do that if you can't afford the premium video evaluation. It's super in-depth. You're pretty much getting scouted by people who either play pro or play college basketball, role fit analysis. It's so extremely detailed, and I think it's going to provide a great blueprint. We have a TikTok evaluation that combines the video evaluation but also gives you a little spotlight so that you could be seen more. We have almost 40,000 TikTok followers at this point and will continue to grow. Now, back to your regular scheduled program. We have Mikel giving the ball up. He can play off ball. Obviously, they trap him a lot, so it's really hard for him to get easy looks. But he makes a bad decision here. What do you think it is? Well, the answer is he gets too close to the other point guard, which leads to this. Bang. They're trapping him. Now, what should he do? I'll give you a hint. So many of us U.S. American players, we don't make the simple pass. But the simple passes are important. And you can see he gives it to the right guy. He just missed a shot. Great play there. You have to master the simple passes, and it's going to make you open. Now, watch Mikel Brown once again make the simple read. I love seeing point guards do this because this is what's going to translate to the next level so you can't get trapped. Now, what decision should he make here? Notice what the guard is doing and the big is doing as well. Now, the guard is going underneath the screen and the big is sagging. He shoots the three just like he's supposed to do. Sometimes you just miss shots, but you make it a great read. Right here, he shoots the ball. What should have been the better decision here? Now, you look at it and you think, oh, this isn't a bad shot, but because of the spacing, it becomes a bad shot. He's running right into the big offensive player while also having a guy chase his hip. Now, this is what he probably should have done. If he would have held the ball to set his table, he could have used the big that he runs into for the help, clear out as soon as he caught it, and then let this big set a screen and flip it. He would have an empty screen and roll where he could drive left and probably get an easy floater. Instead, he ends up getting this shot right here. Whenever defenses are focused on you, you have to think through the game so that you can get simple shots instead of tough ones. Now, this decision right here is not terrible. You see how the guy is trying to force him right. Whenever you see this, where should you go? You see a guy, you know they've been pressing. You should never go to the corners or the sidelines. He attacks the middle, keeps the ball in the middle of the floor, attacks again. Now, is he finishing this? No. Now, why do you guys think he did not finish this shot? Just think about it. He comes in, he does a great spin move, but he's trying to go away from the guy, and it ends up being a super contested layup. He has to find contact on a layup. And this is why empty side screen and rolls are so vicious. Where should the point guard drive now? Now, the answer is pretty simple. Every time you see this, you got to pay attention to the big, but empty side screen and roll, most of the time, this is an ISO situation where you could attack right and probably get by. The help will not really be there, and you don't have to worry about help side corner. Now, where was the mistake here? This ends up in a turnover. You guys need to stop, look at it again. Please do so. But he drives. The ball should be out right now to this big cutting. Instead, he holds it. He tries to make something happen. He spin moves. He has a guy in the corner still waiting for the ball. And even if he got through, he would be looking at a big, and he would be trying to finish running into two people. Get the ball out early, make the simple passes, or you're the one who's going to be looking crazy at times. But you can see here, he passes the ball, and this seems like a great pass. But what is the better decision? Remember, you cannot always pass ahead if you don't have the personnel to do so. So he catches the ball, and he's a really good point guard. He reminds me a little bit of Tyrese Halliburton, how he gets the ball out of his hands, which normally works out good if your team is that good. But he should have initiated the big because he doesn't really have an advantage here. KYP, know your personnel. Now, what should he have finished like on this play? How could he have finished this play? Now, the answer is pretty simple to me. He should have finished off 2 feet to once again draw a foul. Instead, he's sprinting away from contact. You guys have to stop doing that or you're going to get blocked or just miss terribly. Once again, he's in the situation again. He doesn't really have an advantage to the guy passing to the left, but should he pass it anyway or should he keep it? Now, the answer is pretty simple. He saw what happened before. He ends up seeing that the big doesn't have a huge advantage and he gets downhill. What should he have done instead of putting up a floater here? Now, as you can see, this seems like a repeated pattern because it is in all of high school sports. People are not finishing through contact and finding the bigs so that they can't block their shot. Now, on this specific play, where will the open shot be for Mikel? He's going to keep the ball, but where should he be looking for this shot to come off at? If you have to shoot, your players aren't playing well, where will his open shot be? Now, it's pretty simple. Look at his hips. This is a wide open mid-range shot for him. The guy had to sprint, and as soon as he turned his hips, he should know that the help was coming over, and that's when that midi is so valuable. When you can get guys to turn and sprint, that pull-up will be open every single time, and the help can't really come all the way there out of the corner. Now, what should Mikel be looking at right now? What should his decision be? Should it be to keep driving? Should it be to attack the big off the drive? Well, I'll tell you what he should have did here. Now, he passes up on this shot right here, which leads to him shooting a worse shot right here. It picks the ball up. You can't miss your windows when you're going against tight defense, or if you're a smaller player. Those windows become tighter and tighter. Now, I really want you guys to check out this play. He makes a mistake. He turns the ball over, but why did he do it? Now, as soon as he caught it, he did what he was supposed to do in a way. He caught it, but he missed one window immediately. He should have shot this first shot because he's open. Instead, he drives into help. He should have flipped the screen so he could attack this big right here, and that would have been an easy play. Remember, you want to use sideline screen and rolls, especially if they're trapping you in the middle of the floor. And then you can see him here. He figures it out. He takes his time. He goes around the screen. They flip it so he can get a good sideline screen and roll. Now he just has to attack this big. Slow feet don't eat. Now, what was the problem with this finish right here? He should have definitely found the contact on the big so that he couldn't block this shot, and then he could have went up. He could have also passed it to these two bigs. That's right in the middle. He did everything right but the finish. You gotta attack those bigs. Don't be scared of getting contact. Now, what mistake did Mikel make right off the back, off the screen and roll? So many kids struggle with this, and let's walk through it. He gets too far away from the screener, and he should have been looking immediately at the big so he could get downhill. He takes a rough angle, so now the point guard can catch back up to the play, and he just funnels him into the big and funnels him into a really tough shot. When you're coming off screen and rolls, you want to get square, come off tight off the shoulder so that you can attack the bigs, especially in that drop coverage. Now, this play right here, what was the problem here? What led to this turnover? Now, guys, you have to make the simple pass when getting double teamed. He gets double teamed here. He has two options. Now, he tries to dribble through and make the same pass that he could have made earlier. That would have been a lot easier. Passed it too hard. Ends up being a turnover. Make the simple passes because their defense is probably going to make you make those simple passes anyway when double teamed. Now, this was a really good situation, moves well without the ball. What should Mikel do in this situation? Moving out without the ball isn't easy for a lot of people. So what read should he move? Backdoor or over the top? Now, the answer is simple. Over the top, he gets a wide open look. Now, this is what to pay attention to with the defender. Whenever you see him playing this low on the screen, he's protecting backdoor. That's when you want to go over the top. The big does a good job at positioning his body, and now he can just go over the top, get a wide open three, and knock it down. It's important to read the defense's position even before you touch a ball. And this was a great read here. This is what happens when you have great spacing. Now, what are the two shots that can easily come from this possession? The easiest shots. Now, guys, this is once again drop coverage where the defender is playing over the top. Now, he should be attacking this big. He has the opportunity for really two shots. The midi, which he takes, or he could attack and get to the basket here. But when you see this situation, you need to be looking to go downhill to get either a mid-range shot or a very easy layup one-on-one with the big. What does he do wrong in this situation? Ends up with a bad shot, and it's very simple. He comes off, and he misses a window to shoot. He's wide open. He should shoot this. If not, attack and get a mid-range shot once again. He's on his heels, and it's wide open, but he misses his window and ends up taking a way tougher shot than what needs to be. And this is the type of shots that happen when you pass up on windows. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, make sure you go to our website, and most of all, comment what you want the next video to be on.